Day after day, the sky pours forth speech. Night after night, nature reveals knowledge. Their voice has gone out into all the earth, their words to the end of the world. Psalm 19. Life knowledge, or in Sanskrit, Ayurveda. Let's learn about how to keep our bodies well, our minds well, our spirits well. First, I encourage you to listen. Listen. Listen to the sky. Listen to the air, to space. Listen to the sun, to fire. Listen to the earth, to the water. Listen to the trees. Listen. Our senses inform us. They help us to see and to understand what's going on. We can find allies in nature. We see a tree reaching up to the sky for air, for space, for breath. Her branches reach up to the sun, that fire in the sky, for nourishment. And then her roots, her toes, go down into the earth for water and for more nourishment. And we can do the same. We can reach up our hands, our ears, our senses, our hearts, our minds, our spirits to nature to find out what it is that will bring us into harmony in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirits. So, who are our allies in nature? Our brothers, our sisters, the ones we're akin to? Well, let's spend some time in nature and find out. Are we akin to space, to air, to the ether? If so, maybe we're air element, the wind. And in Sanskrit, that's vata. Or is it the fire, the big fire in the sun, the star, our sun, shining down on us? Are we burning like that sun? Maybe we're the fire element, pitta. Or is it the earth and water? Then maybe we're kapha, the earth element. So beautiful. How can we find it out? How can we know? We listen, we use our senses, we look, we touch, we come into nature with our bodies, and we look at the opposites, at the attributes, the hot and the cold, the heavy and the light, the oily or wet and the dry, the mobile or the stable, the smooth or the rough, the subtle, maybe a little blade of grass, or the gross, a great big tree, the sharp, the dull, the soft and the hard, so soft right here in this grass, the dense and the liquid spreading, the clear blue sky, or the cloudy, beautiful, shady sky, clear and cloudy. All these beautiful opposites. One has no meaning without the other. So harmonious. So when we go and see these things and experience them, we can relate to them and maybe come a little closer to finding out who our nature allies are. There's a seagull flying over me. So we come into nature to find balance. And one way that we can do that is through the tastes. Here we have a very, very pungent taste. This is mustard green flower. It almost tastes like wasabi, very pungent. Now, if you had some of this pungent taste and some astringent taste from the turmeric I have here, and you mixed that with a little of this bitter flower from the arugula plant, that would help the earth element, the kapha, to come into balance if it was out of balance. Who's falling out here? Oh, it's another one of these little mustard greens, very pungent. Now, if the fire element was a little out of balance, we could again have that bitter taste of the arugula. That would be very helpful. But bring into it the sweet, sweet taste of the collard green. So sweet. I know you're gonna love it. Oops, back in there. And add a little bit of that astringent as well from the turmeric. So good. Now, if you're feeling a little bit airy, a little bit too much air going on with the vata, then we bring in again that sweet taste, the collard green, and some nice sour taste from the lemon, along with salt. I like to call them the 3 S's, the sweet, sour, and salty, to bring down that air element so that the wind maybe isn't blowing quite so hard. And all of these tastes are wonderful, and we need all of them every day. Just sometimes we might want a little more of one, a little less of another. And finally, let's talk about digestion. We are what we digest, mentally, spiritually, and also up in our bellies. What we digest, what goes through us to nourish our bodies. When we are well nourished and balanced, the word for that is sama digestion. Beautiful, beautiful sama. When we're feeling a little irregular in many ways, kind of like the tide out there, comes in and out all different times a day. I never know when to take my board out. Well, that irregular digestion is called vishama. Or maybe our digestion's a little sharp. That's kind of like those cactus out there. See them? Pointy. Then finally, there's manda, a slow digestion. Kind of takes a long time. Well, I think I'll be a little slow right now, take a nap under this tree. So enjoy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.